What's going on, everybody? Dandana Squidz back at it again. We are continuing with our epic journey through Crash 1. Little statement here at the beginning. I actually attempted these levels, these next few levels, just then, and I got a couple levels into doing this video when I realized that I was having issues with my microphone. It wasn't actually recording audio. So what I've done is I've actually gone back, and we're going to be redoing a couple levels. Because, yeah, like I said, zero audio on our last attempt. So my Rode microphone, I was using an external mic, it just shit the bed. I have no idea why it's not working. I've got to contact customer support, which is going to be fun. But in the interim, I'm using my iPhone. I know, fantastic. Obviously not ideal, but until I can get that sorted, that's what I've got to use. So, but yeah, just in case you're wondering why there was a time trial symbol at the start of this level, it's because I've actually already done this level. In fact, I just completed this level. So that means I shouldn't have an excuse for sucking because I've done this level. So I should hopefully be able to, zoom through this at a considerable pace here. But yeah, basically we've got, it looks like we've got maybe 3 to 4 levels left, 2 bosses, and that's Crash 1 done. We do have Stormy Ascent to look forward to, so that's gonna be real fun to attempt that. It could be painstaking, but I feel confident as I've been playing this game more and more, and I've gotten the hang of the controls a little bit. I feel confident that we're gonna get through it. How many lives it's going to take, how many game overs we're going to have to go through, I'm not sure, but we're going to get through it, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I did want to give a quick shout out to the new subscribers, anyone who's subscribed within the last few days. Welcome to the channel. If you're just joining the Let's Play now, it's good to have you here. Feel free to go back and watch the early videos in this series. Please keep, oh damn, I just got smashed. As I was about to say, please keep in mind, I don't claim to be a phenomenal gamer, just somebody who loves Crash Bandicoot, who loves some of these games that well, again, not a phenomenal gamer, but somebody who just, loves gaming. I grew up on a lot of these games. They mean a lot to me. They kind of formed a lot of my childhood. So, we're re-exploring some of that together, and it'd be great to have you guys along for the journey, so thank you. And I did want to mention something that happened today. So today, my wife, my son, and I, we went to the shops, and they had an arcade there. It's, funnily enough, it's an arcade that my wife and I used to go to when we were just boyfriend and girlfriend years ago. And this is the first time we've been there with my little boy. So it's a funny little way that life works. But anyway, lo and behold, wouldn't you have it that they had a claw machine that was filled with Crash Bandicoot stuffed toys. So imagine my surprise. Like, you never see that, right? Like, Crash Bandicoot's been out for 20 odd years. So to see a claw machine with Crash Bandicoot toys, I knew I had to have a crack at it. And, we were recently in Japan where they have a ton of claw machines, and we must have gone through like 60 claw machines in Japan before we won. So, we're not necessarily technically skilled at these things. And also, I think there's a little bit of tomfoolery with them. They're not made for you to really win. The claw itself has no strength. It very loosely grips the item. But it has enough strength to kind of get your hopes up a little bit. It might kind of tug on the item you're going for just enough to make you think, oh, there's a chance here. And yes, I was suckered into that because it was Crash Bandicoot. So we had our little time zone credit card, which we loaded up with a ton of cash, and I must have spent maybe $60 trying to get this Crash Bandicoot plush toy. And you know what? I got it, and it was worth every dollar. When I held that thing up in the air, finally, it was all worth it, and I'm very excited to have my very own Crash Bandicoot plush toy, which is looking at me right now as I play the game. And speaking of, poor Crash Bandicoot in the game is not very happy with me because I missed something like 50 odd boxes. But I mean, I don't know. There's all these bonus levels that I was missing out on. But anyway, we press on. We're not going for 100%. We're just going to the finish. Now, as we crack on here to Castle Machinery, there is something I want to mention. something very important, something massive, right? And as you can probably tell, because I'm sure I've titled the video something along this line, I won a Mr. Beast car giveaway challenge. But there's a caveat, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. So Mr. Beast is currently in Sydney, Australia, which is where I live, right? And the reason he's here is because he's doing a Feastables launch in Australia. So Feastables is his chocolate bar range, and prior to yesterday, they had never been in Australia before. So in order to kind of build a little bit of hype around the Australian launch, what he's done is he's doing a big, already, awesome, is he's doing a big car giveaway, kind of in line with the usual Mr. Beast stick. He's giving away really expensive cars, the most expensive being a Lamborghini, and then there's a Mustang, a couple of Teslas, there's a van with a mystery machine paint decal, like the van from Scooby-Doo, which I think is awesome, by the way. So he's doing this awesome giveaway. The way you enter the giveaway, right, is you've got to buy a Feastables bar. On the back of the bar is a QR code. You scan the QR code, it takes you to a website. You upload a photo of the receipt of purchase for that chocolate bar. And, another one, how good is this? And what that enables you to do is one chocolate bar gives you one spin on a slot machine, right? Which, when you spin it, it has all these different icons. It's got Mr. Beast's face and a kangaroo, an Australian flag and a koala and whatever. And there's also some Lamborghinis. If you get 3 Lamborghinis in a row, it means you've won. And basically, there will be 10 winners, and the 10 winners meet up with Mr. Beast, and they do some sort of weird challenge giveaway to compete for the car that they want. Everyone that wins gets a car, but obviously the winner of these challenges in person gets like the best car. So it's going to be in a Mr. Beast video. It's like really awesome, right? So, like, you know, I wouldn't think anything of this. Like, you know, I'm not the type of person to enter a competition like this. I know that the ads are stacked against you anyway. But what ended up happening was I was at home. My wife went shopping, Woolworths, right? And hold on, I just need to focus. Can I get all of these in one go? A little bit of finesse, yes, and all the Wampa fruit too. So my wife was shopping, she came back and she was really excited. And I'm thinking like, what's going on? Why is she so excited? She pulls out her phone and shows me a photo of herself with Carl and Nolan from Mr. Beast. So if you don't know who Mr. Beast is, they're just 2 guys that are part of his crew. They're in all these videos. And they were in Woolworths, in the shopping centre, in the candy aisle, standing right next to like a big Feastables chocolate display. So my wife took a photo with them, and they asked her, they said, don't post this photo until tomorrow. Right, and at the time she thought that was a little bit weird. But then we found out, by the way, how clean was this run through this level? I'm pretty impressed with that. But then we found out that they were doing this competition. We looked online and we realized that there was this competition going on. And I thought to myself, why would they tell her not to post this photo until tomorrow? And I thought, you know what? There's a chance that if there's a winning chocolate bar, it's going to be here, right? And they didn't want to draw attention to this location if she had posted it online. That's why they told her to keep quiet. So obviously, we went back to the shopping centre and bought a ton of chocolate bars. Right? We bought a ton. And we kept entering the competition. So we entered based on our receipt. It gave us 18 goes. And we kept spinning. And lo and behold, when I was down to my last 4 attempts, I opened my eyes and there in front of me, staring at me straight in the face, are 3 yellow Lamborghinis, smack bang in the middle of my screen. It cannot be missed. I had won. But instead of me being greeted with a winning message, some sort of pop-up that said, congratulations, you've won, at the top of my screen was the same thing that had been displaying after each and every one of the spins prior, and that was a message saying, sorry, not this time. So you can imagine the emotional roller coaster that I had been on over these last few minutes, because, visually I'm seeing that I had won, so my heart literally skipped a beat, but I also recognize that there's a problem. It's not telling me I've won. Something's gone wrong. It's giving me the same error message as if I had lost, like my prior goes. So obviously after that moment, I contacted customer support. I contacted the Feastables guys here in Australia. I got my wife to contact every single member of Mr. Beast's crew. We obviously had taken a screenshot, so I had, sent the screenshot to everyone, and I explained this is what happened. I had, followed all the terms and conditions. I had bought the chocolate, I got the receipt, and I spun and I won. Yet there's some sort of issue with the system. It's not identifying me as a winner. Please help. And annoyingly, frustratingly, the customer support team took like a day and a half to respond. And the reason that's annoying is because oh man, the floor bloody opened up. I guess I better time that. The competition itself only is live for 2 days. So I'm pretty sure it went live on the 23rd. It ends on the 25th, which is today. And tomorrow is actually the 26th, which is the day that Mr. Beast does the giveaway. So obviously there's a bit of a sense of urgency on my part. I need these guys to act quick. So they took their time responding to me. And basically what they said to me was, hey, sorry for the confusion. On our end, it looks like you haven't done a winning spin. We apologize about any inconvenience. We'll give you a couple of free spins to kind of make up for it. So obviously this didn't sit well with me because I did do a winning spin, right? I didn't do a losing spin. I did a winning spin, and I had the evidence, right? And I took more than a screenshot. I recognize that with a screenshot, potentially maybe they'd be thinking that there was some sort of Photoshop going on. So I made sure that as soon as I got the winning spin, I screen recorded my iPhone and recorded, the live tab with the winning spin sitting on the screen and alternated back and forth between tabs to show that it's a live video. And then I also used an additional iPhone to record my phone screen to show that it's all legit. And basically I said as much back to them. I sent an email saying, look, here's the evidence I have. I sent them the receipts, I sent them the videos, the photos, everything. And basically I'm waiting for them to get back to me at this point. Am I confident that they're going to get back to me in time for me to be able to compete in the Mr. Beast challenge? I'm highly doubtful. However, I'm going to press them for a resolution that I'm content with because, if you put yourself in my perspective, it's like I've been cheated out of the potential of winning a Lamborghini valued at $450,000. Do you know what that can do for me? That's life-changing money. Like, that'll pay off my mortgage. That'll take such a burden away from me and from my family. So, and when I first saw those 3 Lamborghinis cross the screen, it's like these are the things you start thinking about. Like, you're excited, you tell your wife, you start imagining, wow, imagine if we did win this. Imagine what we could do with a Lamborghini. We could obviously sell it. We're not going to keep the Lamborghini. You'd sell it and pay the mortgage off, and it would free us up from such a burden. And then to kind of feel like that's been taken away. It feels like we're being cheated. So yeah, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue to press until we get a solution that I deem to be fair, right? And hopefully by the time we're doing another video here, hopefully we have a resolution for you. But at the moment, as it stands, there is no further update from them yet. So when we get the email back, I'll get back to you guys, hopefully with good news. Hopefully you guys see me in a Mr. Beast video. But that's best case scenario, fingers crossed. But in any case, we're drawing to an end here at this level. I think we're going to end this part here as well. Next time, make sure you come back and join me because we are tackling the infamous Stormy Ascent. So please be there for that. It's going to be awesome. And we'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching.